نرحب فيكم أعزائي المشاهدين بحلقة جديدة من برنامجنا باسكت بول تك تك. وفي البداية أحب أذكركم لا تنسون الاشتراك بالقناة وعمل لايك وتفعيل جرس إشعار البرنامج، وأيضا نسخ الرابط وتوزيعه لأكبر عدد من المتابعين. نحن في برنامجنا نختار الفيديوهات التعليمية علشان يستفيد منها اللاعب وأيضا المدرب. خلال هذا الفيديو المدرب يطبق 3-على-3 مع 3 تمريرات. مو هذا الهدف مالي. الهدف مالي اللي أبيكم تركزون عليه إنه شلون أعلم اللاعب يفهم أول بعدين يطبق، عشان اللاعب ينجز ويؤدي بمهارة. خله يفهم شنو قاعد يسوي وبعدين طبق، وشوف شرح المدرب عن هذا التمرين.
Earlier we introduced 3-pass one-on-one. Now we're going to take that same concept and show you how we incorporate it in 3-on-3. These two players are going to play 3-pass one-on-one. While they do that, the players on the weak side are going to get involved in a 3-on-3 situation. Again, we set this up to make it more game-like so that we can work on a specific situation and try and develop the same skills that we've been working on in terms of our 0 seconds basketball decision training, and apply them in not just a one-on-one situation, but now in a situation where when you attack a defender, you've got to worry about what are the help side defenders doing as well. While these players play 3-pass one-on-one, the 2 players on the weak side of the floor on offense will be spaced in the corner and on the 45. This is our setup to show you how it's done. You can put players in any positions on the floor to be able to start your 3-pass one-on-one into 3-on-3. The 2 defensive players each have a responsibility to start with. One is baseline help and the top player is middle help. We want to create some variability so they don't just cheat the drill and stand there and help and be set for the offensive player to attack. So prior to the start of the action, they're going to exchange back and forth continuously until the initial drive happens. Once the drive happens, one of them will be the low help and one of them will be the high help, and then we'll be working on a live 3-on-3 situation. Because we have 9 players here, we're going to rotate on and off the floor to start with by going defense to offense, offense off. Normally in our practices, I don't talk about rotation at all. It's for our players to show some leadership and to be able to communicate and figure things out themselves. In this situation as well, we'll emphasize on any penetration, the next player must follow penetration with a shot or a pass. We do not want to follow penetration with another penetration. We emphasize that within our team because we want players to apply our 0-second concepts, where on the catch, they catch it ready to shoot, and if they're open, we want them to shoot it, and if not, then we want them to move it to the next teammate who is open. The other reason that we emphasize this concept of not following penetration with another penetration is that we feel very often it creates bad spacing, and we'd rather have us get back to good spacing so that we can create another good opportunity to be able to score at the rim or to be able to kick out and have an open shot. Rebound, rebound. Play it, play it, play it. Good call, score. Outlet, outlet, outlet. Let's go, outlet. Outlet, outlet. Good communication, Damien. Foul, hold. Let's make sure that before we start it, make sure that they're moving in terms of defensive stance. Okay? Let's also get our defensive communication cues. Rotate, sight, right? We know how we're covering. If you're going to force base, you're going to force middle on the closeout. Let's make that as game-like as possible so we apply the situations we want. Another thing that you can emphasize as a coach is what constraints you want to give to the offensive players. The main one right now is that the same rules we applied in 3-pass one-on-one apply to the offensive player here in 3-pass one-on-one into 3-on-3. The offensive player who catches the ball must catch it with a hop. They cannot pause on the catch. They're not allowed to take 2 dribbles in a direction not towards the rim, and they're not allowed to spin. Any violation of those 4 things results in a turnover and a loss of possession for their team. So we're getting them to focus on the things that we've emphasized in our individual workouts and in our one-on-one. Look, you can play anything out of bounds, but not if it goes into the bleachers or into the wall, okay? Otherwise, let's compete through that. Okay, foul, hold. Let's recreate that situation. Where did Lucas take his dribble? How many dribbles did he take? 1. Should he have drawn help off of 1 dribble? Should we have been giving up a 3 off of 1 dribble? Because I should be stopping it and teaching him that 1 dribble is not going to draw help. But instead, he was able to kick to the weak side to get a wide open shot, right? Like, we only need to help on, hopefully, the second bounce. The goal of you as a defensive player is to make sure that you can cover for 2 dribbles. So if he can cover for 2 dribbles, you don't have to help as much. If you have to help on the first dribble, we're in a pile of trouble. Okay, so make sure that we do that. And then offensively, again, don't take a dribble to pass. Why are you going to dribble? To score. Like, this is one-on-one. This isn't 3-on-3 for you. For you, the mentality is you're trying to score. So counter if he cuts you off, try and get to his chest, score at the rim. Okay, we don't want to pass unless they make us pass. Good talk, Pim. Good talk, Pim. Talk down. Foul, hold. What did Anthony do on the catch? Took away his opportunity to do what? Or what should he do? Shoot. He should have shot. He had space. He had more than arm length distance. He should have shot. Okay, so again, let's get that mentality, 0 seconds. If you're open, let's let it go. Okay, let's shoot it. Another thing we try to emphasize when we compete is that we want to keep score. Our players should be calling the score. Right now, it's very simple. If you score, you get a point. But we can add different emphasis as well, or different constraints to the drill to be able to shape our learning. For example, if we add 2 points for an offensive rebound, then clearly we're emphasizing that the weak side players, or whoever does not shoot the ball, should be offensive rebounding, because there's great benefit to be able to get an offensive rebound for your team, because you get a better opportunity to be able to win. Whatever point system you come up with, points can help you emphasize certain things within your team. For example, another one that we would use is there's 3 points for a defender who takes a charge. So if they take a charge, their team on defense can score points. Another part of this 3-on-3 that we want to emphasize is that a player can cut from the perimeter if the dribbler is dead. They cannot cut otherwise. We want them to space on the perimeter and be ready to be able to shoot the ball or make an extra pass. If a player at any point dribbles and goes dead though, we want to send a cutter to the basket and have the other player move into space. Foul, foul, hold, recreate. Stop, foul. Why is that an offensive foul? Like, what's his mistake? But what's his constraint? 2 dribbles not towards the rim. So if he's taking 2 dribbles not towards the rim, do we need to help? No, we don't need to help. The ball's coming towards you, we recover. So again, that's McQuell's mistake. If you take your first dribble and you're not going towards the basket, what should you do with your second dribble? Counter, counter. And we need to get that mentality. Right now, you're taking this out of context of what we're trying to do, which is this is one-on-one. Score. This is one-on-one. Your only decision to pass is if you get help. Okay? Otherwise, this is one-on-one. Don't worry about the 3-on-3. The 3-on-3 happens after the one-on-one. Here we go, outlet, let's go. Rotate every time, rotate every time. Good communication, let's go, call your score. Good straight line drive. An important part about keeping score is that we empower our players to be able to lead themselves and communicate as they are responsible for keeping the score. Good board, outlet, let's go quick. Switch it, we're in it, keep moving, let's go, moving. It's dead. Movement, Quell, movement. Hold. We got a post entry. What are two things that we can do after we post entry? Cut or space, stand. What should we do once we get the ball in the post? Should we speed up the game or slow it down? Slow it down, take your time. Okay, you got great position, take your time. Make sure you use your half a pivot to be able to probe the defense and look for an opportunity to be able to score. Okay, a good situation that evolved, let's take advantage of it. Foul, hold. Why would Lucas lose possession? Paused, yeah, he ripped, paused. Okay, I'll be Mr. Nice Guy, we'll let you go again, but come on, catch it with a hop, stab. Good, forward, good, outlet, let's go. We want to make sure that when we play any 3-on-3, 4-on-4, 5-on-5 competitive drill, that we make sure that our players constantly change positions. A big emphasis of our 0 seconds BDT skill development is that we want all of our players to be able to develop their skills, to be able to play in multiple positions. If one player is always in the same spot, they only learn that spot. That's very similar to blocked practice. We want to make sure that there's randomness in terms of their positioning on the court so that they develop different feels for the different position. Where'd you draw? Out, let's go. Quick. Outlet.
Yes, circle.
Hold. Just make sure when we post entry, we don't Corey cut. We don't cut away, right? You can cut to the basket, you can hold the spot, you can initiate a screen if you go away, not just a movement away. Good counter, make it a post up, that's it. Way to turn it into a post up, Anthony. Excellent counter, excellent post up. You can move now, Good. Box, outlet. You can do this with any one-on-one drill that you use. You can turn it into a 3-on-3 situation so it becomes even more game-like. One of the main reasons we do that, again, is to emphasize the fact that the one-on-one situation's goal is that that player tries to score. The reason they can't score is because they draw help. So it develops an attack mentality, so our one-on-one becomes a game-like drill that transfers to performance. The other part of this that we really like, and the reason that we teach with a games approach to coaching basketball, is because I get to coach not just one situation, I get to coach all situations at once. So things evolve naturally from this 3-on-3. We saw that there are a few things that I could coach defensively. There are many rebounding situations where I could coach, at the same time that we're emphasizing some of the offensive skills that we're trying to get our players to do. So it allows me to be able to coach not just one thing, but to be able to coach the game of basketball the way it's played.